I feel bad waking her up.
Yeah, and usually you think of Himalayan salt like something you put on your eggs.
Didn't we put Himalayan salt on our eggs this morning?
So we're eating it and Renee's sitting inside of it.
Renee,
hey, Renee, good morning.
What does this do for you?
Oh my gosh, it does so much. I can tell you though, just walking into the studio, and I don't know why, but it really increases your zen almost immediately. So we are at the studio at QQH because I'm trying really hard to think of all the details, but when you're in here, you just kind of don't. You just exhale. Good morning, and we're talking to Alana.
Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, great to see you. Tell me a little bit about the studio.
So the studio is a rental studio, but as you've seen, it has the added benefit of this beautiful Himalayan salt cave. And the properties of the Himalayan salt cave are multiple. The benefits are physical, emotional, mental. One of the great things about the Himalayan salt cave is that it produces negative ions, which are known to be very energizing, and they also purify the air. So when you're in the salt cave and in the adjacent studio, you receive the benefits of this purified air. Purifies the air of all germs, toxins, allergens, microbes, everything. So it's really beneficial for your respiratory health.
Wow. And so you offer actual classes here too. So of course we've got this set up. It looks like possibly a yoga class.
Yes, so yoga classes are one of the classes that we offer here. We also offer classes like sound baths, Reiki, breath work, and we also host events like bachelorettes, birthdays, anything that you want this space for, you can have it.
Wow. Okay. And it's all decked out just like this. So anything that you were doing. But of course, we're all drawn to this salt cave. And I've got to tell you that I'm impressed. No matter kind of what your background is, for some reason, it just feels really good to be right inside here.
Yeah, it feels awesome. It's very zen. People like to come in here and relax, just, couple minutes up to an hour. Being in here is the equivalent of being outside in nature for like multiple hours. So it's really great.
What is it about the salt itself?
So the salt has those energizing and negative ions. So it actually electrically charges the air. And so it adds this energizing effect, and it also purifies the air, as we've talked about. And it's just really good for your overall health, and it's really relaxing, and it's a great atmosphere to be inside.
We really should just sit down because whatever it is that's happening in here, it feels pretty darn good.
Yeah, it does. And these are some anti-gravity chairs, so I just like to kick back and relax and just take in the salt. It's both calming and energizing, which is something I think we really need right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we were talking about the respiratory benefits too of just being somewhere where the air is clean and helping in all of that.
Yeah, I think it's especially relevant right now, especially with COVID and everything. People are recovering from, bad respiratory health, and I think it's really a great thing to come in here, take a class, host an event, breathe this air, and really feel energized and great overall afterwards.
Where are you guys located, and how do people get a hold of you?
So we're located in North Scottsdale. We're right next to the Scottsdale Airport, and you can find us on our website, Quasar Quantum Healing. That's Quasar, Quasar, Quantum Healing. And we're the studio at QQH. So if you go to the website and you click on the studio tab, you'll find out all the information.
Wow, very cool and so nice to sit in here. We do have more to show everyone, though. We're going to go outside and look at something really interesting you guys offer, too. Alana, thank you so much. Guys, I got to tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't know that I need, all the science behind it. I think I can just sit here and feel pretty darn good.
Wow.
For whatever reason.
Renee, real quick, is that salt on the floor or is that like sand?
Yes. Well, is it salt on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It is.
Salt
I wouldn't
everywhere.
put that on your eggs, but you can walk on it.
Come here, give me your hand.
Here,
How often do you
We got
Himalayan
we got
salt
Himalayan here. Smell it. Breathe it in.
Now you have to put it over your left shoulder for bad luck, right?
For
Or
good
right
luck.
shoulder.
Isn't it
So,
for good
I
luck?
don't know.
I
I'll
don't
just
know.
do both.
Okay.
Out to Renee. She's having a beautiful morning of relaxation.
Yes, at
and
a
being
wellness
very
center.
zen.
Yes. relaxation, healing. Of course, we've stepped outside of the studio at QQH and we're with Alana again, who is showing us the labyrinth this morning.
Yeah, the labyrinth is one of the really cool aspects of this entire place. It's an ancient symbol. It dates all the way back to the 1st century, and it's really good for spiritual meditative purposes.
Okay, so when you come down here, you've got different quadrants here. Explain those to me.
So the quadrants represent the 4 elements. We see in one corner we have water, one corner earth, one corner fire pit to represent fire, and one corner a pinwheel to represent air.
Okay,
Yes.
wow. And then the labyrinth in the middle,
Yes.
what does that do?
So the labyrinth is a symbol. It represents connecting to your inner self. So as you walk the path, you journey back to reunite with the inner self. You reflect, you can set an intention, you can set a manifestation, whatever you want. And it's basically a walking meditation to let you realize what you have, within your inner self. You pause at the center once you get there, you reflect, and then you traverse back to the outside world. So it's like connecting to the inner self and then reconnecting to the external world.
Wow. So, I mean, it's interesting. You kind of go in for your studio classes, maybe spend some time in the salt cave, and then you can come out here, of course, spending the time in the elements. You've got one area over here which represents earth. And then I think everyone knows my absolute love of water and its emotional health benefits. So just being near it, hearing it, taking it in is always great.
Yeah, it's great. It also drowns out the sound. It's really good to reconnect and come back to this space. Even though we're next to the road, it doesn't feel like it at all.
Yeah, and it's amazing that we're out here in Scottsdale, and I know that it's not good to step over the lines, so we need to actually follow the lines
Yes.
and get through this. You've done it before, I have not, so I think we'll just kind of take our journey together here.
Perfect.
And so you're just walking through and kind of taking it all in.
Right, yeah. It's like a walking meditation. I like to explain it that way. You can set whatever intention that you want for this, practice, whether it's just connecting with your inner self or manifesting something that you want to see. It's really good for taking it all in and thinking about it and walking and meditating on it.
And you see these kinds of things in a lot of different cultures being utilized, not so much here.
Right, so it is something from a lot of ancient civilizations. It's really unique to have at a place like this because we believe in holistic wellness. So, mocking meditation, spiritual practices, all that stuff I think is really beneficial for overall wellness.
I got to tell you, this is one of the most interesting interviews I've ever done. I've never walked a labyrinth and done an interview, but it feels nice.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's nice to be outside with elements surrounding you, and it's just a really great way to reconnect with yourself and the world around us.
How do people connect with you?
Connect with me. I like to do yoga, I got the yoga studio, so I like to teach classes at the yoga studio actually.
Perfect. Quasar Quantum Healing.